Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different than my usual videos. Today we will be comparing beauty photography in the studio to beauty photography outdoors. I chose this white wall as a backdrop because I wanted the images to look as close to my studio images as possible. The light on this day was a little cloudy, which was perfect. It made the light very even. We used a reflector to brighten up the lower side of the model's face and also to block out any green colors from the grass below. I used a Sigma 105mm lens with my Nikon D750 camera. As for settings, I went with 125 shutter speed, aperture of 14 and ISO of 400. We then did the exact same shoot in my home studio with my usual light setup. My settings are the same as usual, f22, shutter speed 200 and the flash is almost on full power. And we of course also positioned the reflector below the model again. Shooting in the studio is definitely more convenient because the light doesn't change, there's no cars driving by and you can focus on the model better. In my opinion, the studio light is also a little bit more flattering because you can position it higher to bring out the facial features a little bit more and you can position it more sideways to create more of a dramatic effect. The studio photos already looked amazing straight out of camera as always. My studio setup is very minimal as you can see. It's really just a light, my camera and me, and two chairs with the reflector on top. It's built up and also removed very quickly. So now let's compare the images. Here's two unedited, straight out of camera images side by side. The light on the studio ones looks more even, but the outdoor ones is actually very nice too. I didn't expect these to turn out as good as they did, so shooting beauty images outdoor with natural light is definitely possible. You just need to keep in mind that you need a lot of light to be able to go so high on aperture, so you're very dependent on the weather. I originally planned to shoot this when it was really sunny outside, but that would not have worked as well because the model would have had to look straight into the sun and that would have hurt her eyes really bad. Here's two final retouched images side by side. Left is natural light, right is with flash. I did have a more difficult time editing the natural light one because it has more colors in it than my studio images and the color temperature was very different. I tried to make them look as similar as possible, but skin retouching on a studio image was a little easier because the light is just more even and so is the skin. Overall, it definitely is possible to take beauty images outside with no artificial light, so you don't absolutely need a flash or anything. As you've seen in this and also my previous videos, you also don't need a huge high-end studio. You can achieve the same look with minimal equipment and just your skills. Of course, shooting in a nice studio with lots of room is more comfortable, but it's not a necessity. When I first got into beauty photography, I was intimidated by all the needed equipment and all the money I thought I would need to spend. But I'm here to tell you that you don't need to be scared or spend a lot of money. Start out shooting with natural light, see if you enjoy it and work your way up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my future videos. Bye!